Hi everyone, so I've been dying to show you these fabulous units from IKEA. Literally £35. They're very high, they could be 1.5 meters high. So £35 for the frame and then just £1 for each tray. They're just really marvellous, nice and tidy, they slide out easily. The products sit on them nicely because it's plastic. I like plastic or glass. I'm not into wood or painted wood for putting my products on. Some metal's okay. I mean, I have used like metal trays in the past and they've been okay. But what we've got in here, I've got two of these. I'm going to show you both. What we've got in here, these are the bath truffles for the gift boxes. And these ones I did for Mother's Day, but they make a fantastic wedding favour as well. Size wise, they're about probably 40 to 50 to 60 grams, depending on which piping you have on the top. Crazy, some piping you need more ice and sugar and others you don't. And I thought with those ones it would be cute if you could write like K and J for Karen and John's wedding. We've got white ones in this drawer. Got this gorgeous peach colour. I just love that colour. A lovely lemon and some more pink. And then further down we've got the hot pinks, pale hot and bright hot. Under here we've got soap samples. These were wax melts that I made. I'm putting them in with orders. Just some bath bombs we've got there, and more samples in the bottom of here. And then the other one on this side, I just always have like quite a few ready of the boxes that I need for packing, all different sizes you need. So on this side here, we've got the mini soaps. So we've got some chocolatey ones there. Lots of pink, because pink tends to sell better than any other colour. Some more pinks, pastel pinks, very pastel pinks, and that lovely peach colour again. I'm so into this colour, I absolutely love it. Then we've got golds, lots of different shades of gold. The odd green and cream, more gold, and we haven't many of these left in here, but these are the small, the mini body melts, and we have probably 6 or 7 different fragrances with those, and more on the bottom. And these shelves here, I got these from IKEA. You can see I've got all my candles stacked on there. Also a lot of the smaller gift boxes, and then I've just put a rail in to put my tissue paper on. Just makes it easier to get it off there and stick it in a box, because every box that I package tends to get tissue paper put in it, or those fluffy bubble flump things. That's what I call them. I think they're called popcorn. They might be called popcorn. So I've got another one up here, and standing on there, it's pretty high on the top, so I haven't got anything on the top shelf, but we've got colours and sprinkles and all sorts of things. The big bottles are too big for using, so I tend to dispense them all into these aluminium bottles. And now we're just going to have a walk over, and we're going to be cutting our lemon champagne soap. So there we are, that's the lemon champagne. Yeah, I think those shelves were about, from Argos, they were only about £30, I think. I got them for doing that trade show. So yeah, really happy with the lemon champagne. I love how it's turned out. It's got the sugar balls on top. A lot of people have been asking me about those. Are they anything special, you know, for soap making? But no, they're just sugar pearls. And I changed the background for this because I thought that it being lemon, it would be nice to have a creamy gold background to go with the soap. So now we need the knife. Yeah, I watched the last video back, and it didn't sound to me like I was out of breath, but it really feels like it when you're talking, and so I'm getting out of breath even just saying it. I don't know whether it's just a nervous thing, or that I don't breathe properly when I'm, you know, doing a video, you know, working and cutting and talking at the same time. As many videos as I've done, I still struggle with that. But also, I tend to get a little bit of high blood pressure now and again. So it could be something to do with that. I really don't know. If there's anyone out there knows what it is, or has ideas what it could be, then maybe you could let me know in the comments below. I ain't no private bird, so I'm all heart on the sleeve and everything, me. I've nothing to hide, so I don't mind if you write it in the comments below. Excuse me, I'm just going to wash my hands. Right, so here we go for the lemon champagne. We'll just pop this one over on this side. It's our usual design. If you're just watching the lemon champagne video and you haven't seen any of the other recent videos, I just want to mention the shipping again on the website. All the extra shipping charges have disappeared because I now have an account with FedEx. I'm thrilled to have one. It's such a shame that when you're a small company, you have to pay top price for everything. And then when you get busier, certain prices on certain things come down because obviously you can buy your ingredients in bulk. And because you're sending more parcels, you get the price for less. It's very hard when you're a new soap, and I know all the new soapers watching, you know, I'll be wondering how we can sell soaps for the price we do. Because I think when you're new and you're buying in very small quantities, it costs such a lot to buy the ingredients in small quantities. You can hardly make a profit at all on your soap. So until you're buying in your larger quantities, say 5 kilos, 10 kilos, 20 kilos, 25 kilos at a time, it's difficult to make a decent profit. And believe you me, even though I buy in bulk, it's still difficult to make a decent profit. But it gets a lot easier the busier you get. And it's something we all have to go through. We've all been through that. I know you look at me, and some of you look at me and think, wow, I wish I was that busy. Well, you know, it's not too long ago that it wasn't so busy for me. So as long as you're doing something that people like, and people like you as well, because they're not just buying the product, they're buying into you, then you'll get there. So I've been asked by a few people, I say a few people, really over the past couple of years, lots of people have asked me for a recipe. Now, soap makers, again, I'm not speaking on behalf of anyone else on YouTube, but we don't like to give our recipes away because there's been so much work and money and mistakes that go into getting your recipe just right. but I gave a recipe to a couple of people recently that's worked out really well for them, and so I thought that I'll do a video and I'll share that recipe with everyone. It's just a simple recipe, it's nothing special. You'll get a nice lather with it, not the best lather, you'll get a nice lather, nice moisturising qualities, and just it's a great one for beginners. With a soap, when you're new, you need to be able to play around with your batter, your soap, while it's in its liquid form. You need to be able to play around with it for as long as you possibly can. And the more experienced you get, obviously you need less time, so you can up certain things in your recipe to give you the better lather and things like that. But as I said, just for new starters, it's just a nice recipe. The recipe this lady, one in particular, that she'd been using, when she told me where she got it, and it wasn't off another soap maker or anything, it was from a supplies website. It was just, when I saw the ingredients, I thought, no. It was just, well, it was all hard oils. It literally only had 50 grams of fractionated oil in it. And so no wonder she couldn't work with it. She said it was seasoned straight away on her. Now, season is usually due to the fragrance, but if you carry a lot of solid oil in your recipe, your soap's going to move a lot faster. So, yeah, so just get back to me with whatever technique you want, and then this video might take some doing because it's literally probably going to take quite a lot of videos to put together, and obviously time for me is an issue, so don't expect it straight away, but I'll do it as soon as I possibly can for you. And once we've had the vote on which technique we'd like to see, I guess all you need to do is pick one soap from the Creme Silk range and one soap from the Crystal range that you'd like, and I'll show you both. And then at least the new soapers have got something to get the teeth into. Now, what I just want to say here is I'm not the best soap maker anywhere around. I don't know all there is to know about soap. I only know what I've learnt myself. I don't have time to go reading up here, there and everywhere about what's great for this and great for that and what makes this great and that great, if that makes sense, technical wise. I'd like to do that, but I just don't have time. But in a way, it's quite nice for me that I don't do that, because it means my soap recipe is mine, you know, without any inspiration from anyone else's. And if you get into swaps and things with everyone, I mean, that's wonderful, because you get to see what everyone else's soap's like. I thoroughly enjoyed all of that. And you also get to see whether you'd like a very hard bar of soap, or a very soft bar of soap, or an in-between bar of soap. Any soap making questions I get asked from now on, they have slowed down a bit, which is great. I'm going to read out the answer in the next video I do. but most of the questions I get, they're very similar. It's the same old ones all the time. So once I've answered a certain question in one video, I won't do it again in another one. I just think it's the fairest way to do it, and then everyone gets the benefit of the answer. And also that might save me getting so many messages all the time, answering very similar questions over and over again. Some questions I might forget, so if I do forget to answer your question, just come and remind me again. I won't be upset that you came and told me again. Just come by and say, Karen, I asked you this and you forgot to tell me, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Like I said, I'm not a massive technology, is technology the right word? Yeah, I'm not a massive technical person, so I don't know a load of technical information about the ins and outs of soap. I just know what I know. And so I guess this is a disclaimer, is that the answers to the questions, they'll be given from my point of view. They might not be the right answer, is what I'm trying to say. The other thing is that the answer may not work for you, but I'll be given the answer that worked for me. And I have to say that as a disclaimer, because as I guess you'd call me an advanced soap maker or slightly experienced. I could be given another soap maker's recipe and my soap wouldn't turn out like theirs at all, because the weather makes a difference, the temperature of your room, how heavy-handed you are, how light-handed you are, and every single fragrance. To me, this is the big thing about soap making, is fragrance. Every single fragrance makes a difference in your soap. And there are millions of fragrances all over the world, all manufactured in different places. So you might get one Bite Me from the UK, one from America, one from Australia. Every one of them will be different, probably. So it's just about, you've just got to buy the fragrances, make the mistake or make it work out well, and that's your learning process, and that's what we've all been through. Wow, I love this. It looks gorgeous. Oh, it's so much better than lemon candies. Smells very similar to lemon candies, only I've put a bit of almond in there, and it's worked really, really well. It's really, really nice. So that's it. That's our lemon champagne soap. I'll see you very soon, everyone. Thanks for watching as usual. I'll see you very, very soon. Have a great soaping day. Bye for now.